MacBook or iPad? This was once a topic I wasted countless hours watching YouTube videos on. One that would cause me to skip meals, get panic attacks, or even talk in this dramatic voice.
But not anymore, because today I will be telling you why the MacBook is the one to go for. I think. Yeah, that should be it. To break it down at the fundamental level, iPad versus MacBook is really just a matter of functions and cost. First, let's talk about functions. And boiling it down, it's really just a superb tablet / a wannabe laptop versus a laptop. With iPad keyboards, the keys are less spaced out, especially with the 10.2, 10.5, and the 11-inch models. There are no function or shortcut keys, or at least that's the case with the iPad Pro's Magic Keyboards. And going back to space, there's less screen real estate on, again, the 10.2, 10.5, and 11-inch iPads. Then comes the problem of storage. With the 10.2 base iPad, you only get 32 gigs. With the Air, you get 64. And even with the Pros, you only start off with 128. Compare that with the MacBook Air, the base models, 256, and you see who takes the win there. And yes, you can bump up the Pros to a whopping 1 terabyte or even 2 terabytes of storage, but that costs money. File management is not as intuitive on the iPad as it is on the Mac. And last but not least, the one thing that absolutely breaks my and a lot of other people's hearts is the fact that the iPad comes with a very limited UI. App compatibility is way worse on the iPad than it is on the Mac, which is already pretty bad compared with Windows. This depends on what apps you use, but for me, I would really love Final Cut Pro to be available on the iPad, so I could perhaps take a tablet with me and still edit videos on the go very easily. Of course, there's still pros to the iPad. They're mostly tablet things, scrolling, touchscreen, digital note-taking, and cameras. At least with the Pros, they're much better than the front camera of the Mac. I mean, the Mac doesn't even have a rear camera, but at least the iPad has both. And with the Pro models, the cameras are actually pretty decent. But to sum it up, the iPad misses out on several key features and functions on the Mac. And even if it can perform certain tasks, it takes longer, more time to do the same thing on the iPad than it is on the Mac. Now let's talk about the cost. Everything I talk about here will be in Hong Kong dollars. If you decide to go with the budget iPad plus a smart keyboard, not even a Magic Keyboard, it doesn't come with a trackpad, it's $44.18. And you don't get the pencil. If you want the pencil, it'll be $51.26. And I'll just skip the iPad Air because I don't think it's really worth it. It only has 64 gigs, and if you bump it up, it goes up to 256. There's no 128 gigs option. And with that, the price difference between that 256 iPad Air and a base iPad Pro 11-inch, that price difference is actually, it's justifiable to just go and get the Pro. So really, forget about the Air, either the budget 10.2-inch iPad or the 11-inch Pro. But that's a completely different topic for a different video. With the iPad Pro 11-inch plus the Magic Keyboard from Apple, it will set you back by $80.98. And finally, with the iPad Pro 12.9-inch with that keyboard, it will set you back by $10,548. With that amount of money, you could purchase a 13-inch MacBook Pro, which has a fan in it, making it even more of a beast than the MacBook Air, which is already a beast to start with. And as I said, laptops, the MacBook is more versatile, so you'll be getting your money is well spent, instead of with the iPad, that very limited UI. It's the processing power, that M1 chip is really wasted. And I haven't even added the Apple Pencil to the Pro models plus the keyboards prices just now, because that will set you back by another $929. So all in all, the iPads are really expensive, and even with the budget iPad plus that keyboard, the functions and the features and that price, it really doesn't justify that price. If you want to be buying a device that serves as your laptop, that delivers laptop functions and features. So to conclude, if you have the cash to burn, get both the MacBook and the iPad. But if your budget is limited, then go with the MacBook. It's more versatile, more well-rounded, and it'll serve you well. And you won't regret your purchase decision. So hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Alright guys, peace.